I have always been fond of multitasking. Now I am switching from that old theory of multitasking to quick context switching, right? But one task at a time. And that can work really well if you are consciously aware at the present moment.
You have been living in the current moment, despite the eras changing in its own way. Now we are in this stage where, outrage headlines are all the thing, where grabbing a person's attention has really been boiled down to a science. Now, in this kind of a day and era, especially in such a dynamic workplace, how do you actually be in the moment without being dragged all over the place? How does that happen?
See, I will share with you that despite me making this statement that I am always, I should say I try to live in the moment. I'm not always in the present, right? And that you can say is my humanity, I do admit. Often I catch myself on a phone call and I'm responding to the email at the same time. And in fact, there was one person a gentleman, very, very good, nice person, loving person. And I can even say his name in case he comes across this, Mr. Sushil Samlan. Okay. He even caught me doing it. And he called me after that conference call. He said, Sanjay ji, I really take such things very seriously, calls very seriously. And I felt you were not all the time there. Perhaps there was some distraction around you, or you had some distraction for you that you were paying attention to in between. And I'm just meeting you. It was noticeable. And I really appreciated that. Since then, I really make an effort not to do that. Not that not to get caught, but not to do that. Because I think there is merit in it. I mean, I have always been fond of multitasking. Now I am switching from that old theory of multitasking to quick context switching, right? But one task at a time.
How does that work?
See, the way it works is basically, and that can work really well if you are consciously aware at the present moment. Why we are not able to change the context? Suppose I am on a customer call, and right after that, my son calls, right? And right after that, someone from the NGO or our heartfulness requires my time, let's say, and then in between some emails or calls are coming and I have to somewhere cue them that I will have to call them back.
Yes.
Suppose this is the scenario. This is my, you can say 15 minutes of my life every day. This is a slice of 15-20 minutes of my life every day. These things are demanding my time, right? So in the earlier times, I would have tried to do while talking to my son, respond to the email, send a message, all these things, right? Now what will I do is, as soon as, let's say, I finish my customer call, I immediately make notes, what action I have to take, and I will call my son. I'll take his call. While I'm taking his call, I am not thinking about the customer call. Most of us, what we do is, we lingering that, मतलब coffee पिया है उसकी जो टेस्ट है अभी भी लिंगर कर रहा है, वो खाने में ठीक है, दिमाग में ठीक नहीं है, ठीक है? When a customer call हो गया, आपने लिख दिया, अब आपने लिख दिया, किसी को बोल दिया, या करना है आपको करना है या बाद में बोल देना. Now that moment is over. Next moment is, now your family has called, you have to pay attention to that.
And that's meditation.
Yes, I'll come to that. Then now let's say there are other things which are queued up. Finish them then and there. Dragging them मैं करूँगा, बाद में कभी नहीं. Now how meditation helps you is our previous mentor Chavi used to often say that cleaning, that practice we do in heartfulness, it helps you develop your willpower. And willpower he used to define very simple words. He said your ability to do things that you need to do, that needs to be done. I mean, who's supposed to tell you? Who's supposed to decide what needs to be done? But we all know inherently somewhere that needs to be done. So that willpower that I have to finish this before my next 15-minute chunk starts or 20-minute now, it is up to you. You can make that 15 minute, 20 minute, 25 minute, but finish that before the next chunk starts. You know, if you have listened to my time management video, I have always said time is a greatest equalizer. We all have same amount of. Nature, because time is a man-made thing, but nature did one good thing, that it has gave everybody. I may be shorter than you, I may be less richer than somebody, but I may be this. I mean, there are many things. I may be less intelligent than someone, but time, as far as time is concerned, we all have equal. How do you manage that? And that's where meditation helps you. Because it helps you stay in the present moment, be able to switch the context, because you are able to. It's a slice, right? This slice is done.
Yes.
It's popped. Now my next slice starts. Now you of course don't do hand gestures and all that. I mean, it's just that in your mind it is like that. And that's where being aware, we say, being aware. And I know in my mindfulness friends say mindfully aware. I like to say heartfully aware, because it is more a matter of feelings than thinking or thoughts. Right? So that's how I have viewed this, and that's how I have started living my life. Now I am saying this after having reached the last quartet of my life, right? Hopefully, and that it is, but better late than never, they say, right?